Namaste everyone. We are in Jivagram today and we have Dr. Chauhan with us. So me and Dr. Chauhan will talk about Ayurveda in general and also about body, mind and soul, the three pillars of Ayurveda. So Dr. Chauhan, just to begin the session.
We talk about Ayurveda every day. all the time. Yes.
So, last week I was in a school and I was teaching Ayurveda to the kids.
Oh.
So they are very interested in learning Ayurveda.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was telling about body, mind and soul, so there is always a lot of interest in understanding about the mind.
Mm-hmm.
So mind is something which everybody uses, but maybe this is something which they also don't know how to use it, and they don't know the real, they don't have the real understanding of mind. So can you please throw some light on it?
So this is a very interesting question you have asked. In fact, when I started teaching Ayurveda almost 30 years ago, 1994, first time I went to Europe. So that was exactly 30 years ago. And this was a big challenge. Like you're saying that you're teaching to the kids, so it was similar situation as teaching to people who don't know anything about Ayurveda. And whatever even the little bit they knew was Vata, Pitta, Kapha. So, of course, I am very fascinated by the holistic nature of Ayurvedic knowledge. As you rightly mentioned, Ayurveda is not only just about the body, it's about the body, mind, soul, which are the three pillars of the human system. And to talk about soul to people was very difficult 30 years ago. They didn't want to hear the word soul. The word spiritual was considered like this is some religion. Mm-hmm. So I had to actually explain to them that all of you have a body, and anything relating to your body is called physical, right? Anything connected to your mind is called mental or psychological. And anything related to your soul is spiritual. So this is not some religion. When we talk spirituality, most people think spirituality is some religion. No. It's actually very much a part of the human system because there is a soul. Every human being has a soul. So we must know about the soul also. What is the food for soul? How to keep the soul in a proper, what we say, proper situation or position. The word is swastha. Swastha means to be situated in your true self. So that's how I've been teaching Ayurveda, and I'm very fortunate that I got to learn Ayurveda in the university. I studied from Delhi University, and then of course I was very fortunate to find a guru. My Ayurvedic guru and then my spiritual guru, my Ayurvedic guru, Vaidyanathan Sharma ji. He taught me quite a lot of things about the Ayurvedic philosophy along with the practical part of Ayurveda. And then I found my spiritual guru, Shri Haridas Shastri Ji Maharaj, who taught me more about like how the spiritual aspect of life is so important, and to achieve this so-called spiritual perfection, or what we can say the highest perfection of the human life, or the highest goal of human life is, which in Ayurveda we also call it to attain moksha or liberation or nirvana, whatever you call it. Ayurveda is very, very important for any individual in this world who wants to be healthy. And health does not mean absence of disease. Health means to have a peaceful mind, a happy mind, to have emotional balance, to have social balance means good relations, and spiritual, what we call like spiritual realization is very, very important to realize the true self. So Ayurveda actually is a knowledge that helps us to achieve all these different levels of so-called health. So therefore, I think that and I experience more and more even in my practice now, even in India, 90% of the people who come to us with physical problems, whether they have gut problem or they have some autoimmune disease or they have some kind of a skin problem, 90% the origin is in the mind. Either whether they have gone through some kind of a mental stress or some emotional trauma. Now, if I just keep on giving tablets to suppress the symptoms, that's not going to work. And this problem is going to increase actually. There is a prediction which is given by modern scientists that more and more people in the coming years will be suffering in the mind because we have so much of so-called technology to distract our mind, to agitate the mind, to stimulate the mind. so much stimulation is happening in the mind, which in Ayurveda is called the rajas. So rajasic mind means stimulated mind, agitated mind is called unhealthy mind. So we have to really bring in the peace. That's why so many people in the world today, they love this meditation, they love yoga. Yoga has become so popular now. And just simple breathing exercise, this gives so much peace. And lately I see a lot of people are now going into relaxation, some kind of relaxation, even through music. Kirtan has become so popular now all over the world. So this is all what Ayurveda is talking about.
So we can say that the completeness of the system is in body, mind and soul, and not only looking at the physical aspect.
Yeah.
And maybe Ayurveda is like an instruction manual to make us understand how we can use this body, mind and soul.
Ayurveda is fascinating knowledge. It's I always say it's very simple. It's not complicated. It's very simple, very easy to practice. But you have to make some changes, of course, and very effective. You can see very good effects within a couple of weeks or 3 weeks, 4 weeks. You can see so much change. I'm sometimes very surprised that why people do not use these simple things in their life, like just waking up in the morning or going to bed at a proper time, just cleaning your tongue or washing your nose or just putting some oil on your body. These things have become so popular now. But currently, what I am now more focusing on is the mind health, because mind is really something very important. Everybody wants to be happy. I always ask people, do you want to be unhappy? Nobody tells me that I want to be unhappy. Everybody wants to be happy. But they don't know what is happiness. They are trying to find happiness in a place where it doesn't exist. Happiness is inside. So therefore we are now teaching quite a few courses on mind, especially when we teach Ayurveda courses in many countries. We teach in Poland, we teach in France, we teach in Japan, in Lithuania, many other countries. So our courses are always, they will be around body, mind and soul.
So coming back to my visit to the school, so I also asked all the students that do you have mind? So everybody said yes, we have the mind. And then I asked, do you know how to use it? Have anybody ever taught you how to use your mind? Or what is exactly the mind? So nobody has any answer. So they are studying all the different subjects, maybe science, mathematics and all latest knowledge.
Yeah.
But they don't really know about their own selves.
Yeah.
And some integral component of their own system. So I think this education of Ayurveda should be for everybody.
So we have started the Ayur school program. We have been doing this Ayurvedic knowledge in our school for last 30 years actually. And this is an interesting question that you ask the students. I also ask when I go and teach anywhere in the world, I ask them, do you have a mind? So everybody raises hands that yes. Then I ask them, what is mind? If you have something, you should know it. What is it? Nobody knows. Nobody knows what is mind, where is it located, how does it work, what happens when you become anxious, what's happening in your mind, what happens when you become depressed, what happens when you're happy, what happens to the mind when you're happy. So nobody knows this. So this is a very interesting thing that everybody wants to be happy, which is a subject of the mind. And nobody knows what is the mind, where is it located.
In these courses we teach them all the basics.
Yeah,
of
especially
mind,
we are doing a consultant course that we teach in Poland. Especially we have different sections. We have one section which is more physical. Then we talk a lot about herbs. There is a herb program. All the herbs, how they function. There is herbs and spices and home remedies. And then there is one part, of course, both of us, we are teaching that part, the mind part. And how the mind works, what is the meaning of happy mind, what is the meaning of unhappy mind, how to make the mind healthy, what are the various components of the mind. We are teaching all this in a very detailed program. And we have also some mind well-being coaches that work with Jiva, who also come in and they teach some lectures. And this course is very, very popular actually. A lot of people love this course. And then there is a spiritual part of our Ayurvedic consultant course that we teach in Poland, where we teach about soul. And Dr. Satyanarayan Das, who is the head of the Vrindavan Vedic Institute of Jiva, he also teaches 1 or 2 lectures there. So I think this course that we are teaching in Poland is very interesting, and a lot of people have really appreciated. They have told us that this is something we are looking for.
Yes, even when I'm teaching about mind to the college students, I see a very different sense of relaxation and happiness in their eyes.
Yes.
And sometimes they cry a lot during the courses because a lot of cleansing happens.
Yeah.
So there is a very high level of pleasantness which they feel in the
Because
mind.
I think this is what people are missing. There's a lot of physical things people can have to make their body. There is nutrition, there is exercise, there is some kind of supplements are available now. But what is the supplement for the mind? Sattva. So we talk about sattva, how to become sattvic, how to make your mind sattvic, and definitely ultimately understanding the real purpose of life, which is coming to the soul level, where we talk about love. In fact, the root cause of our suffering today in the world is lack of love. And lack of love, when I say, I'm talking about the subject of soul, because love is a subject of the soul. So again, I'm just telling that we don't teach Ayurveda like a religion. It's not a religion. It's a global science for the global people. As you rightly mentioned, it's an instruction manual for the human system. And the human system is not only made up of the physical body. There's a lot of components. In fact, we teach about the 25 components. There are the 5 elements and the 5 sub-elements of the seeds, tanmatras. Then we have 5 knowledge acquiring senses, Gyanendriya, 5 karmendriya. Then we have manas, which is mind. Then we have intelligence, buddhi. We have ego, ahamkara. We have chitta, and then we have atma, the soul. So
this knowledge.
This is what we teach.
It makes it very special and different from the modern psychology.
Yeah.
And because a lot of modern psychotherapists, they also come and learn Ayurvedic psychology with us.
In fact, now we teach also a special course in Vrindavan. It's Vedic psychology or Ayurvedic psychology. I also teach quite a part of this course, and this is very popular. I believe in the future, this mind and soul part has to be taught to everybody in the world. If we want peace and love and happiness, which is now needed, you can see what's going on in the world. There's so many wars going on, and so much chaos happening. So much violence, so much aggression. Even in the families, people are not able to live. 2 people are not able to live together. Loneliness is a big problem in the world now. So Ayurveda actually can solve all these problems. Ayurveda is the solution to all the problems. And when I say Ayurveda, I am talking about body, mind, soul, everything. If we understand our own self, and if we start practicing a little bit of Ayurvedic things in our life, then I become peaceful. When I become peaceful, when I become happy, then I can make other people happy.
So to understand body in a better way, we need to learn about mind, and to understand mind in a better way, we need to learn about soul.
Yeah.
So this is what completes the whole
According
system.
to me, actually soul is the most important, because I am not the mind, I am not the body, I am soul. So me, I is the most important. Everything else belongs to me. It's like my car or my house or my phone. It's not me. It belongs to me. I can buy another car, I can buy another house, I can buy another phone. But this body is difficult. It's one time we get it. So take care of your body, and ultimately coming back to the final message, the ultimate purpose of life is to understand who I am, and then get out of this birth and death cycle, which is mentioned in Ayurveda, and be liberated. Rather, actually, in our system of teaching in Ayurveda, when I teach Ayurveda and you also teach it, we go beyond moksha also. Even moksha is not so important. Important is love of God. How can I connect with God and be with God? And when I leave this body, how can I be in the God's planet and just be there eternally and just enjoy the love and the ananda?
So a lot of students are also interested in learning about karma.
Yes.
So when it comes to karma, it is also very closely connected with your spirituality.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the lectures you're talking about, we even take them beyond karma.
Yes.
And how we can attain love of God, as you mentioned.
So this is the specialty of our course that we teach in Poland and in other countries. that of course we take the knowledge from Ayurveda, but then we also take some knowledge from other Vedic books, like especially Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam and some other. We have taken those things, but again, let me make it clear, it's not a religion, it's a knowledge for every human being. It's for every human being to attain health, happiness, love and peace.
So health for the body, happiness for the mind,
Yes.
and love for the soul.
Yes.
That's the message. Thank you very much. Dr.
Thank you,
Chauhan.
thank you.